Good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning, guys. I hope you guys had a very good night. Welcome to my live Forex trading session, New York session. As you guys are hopping on, let me know where you guys are watching me from, what pairs you guys are looking at. Let me know down below in the comment section. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you like this video, comment, and smash the like button for the algorithm one time, and make sure you guys smash the subscribe button as well. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. See what we're looking at here. I hope you guys had a very good day. Good night. Just give me a second here, guys. Um, Looking at NZD USD, uh, currently got in this trade during London session. As you guys can see, we absolutely in an uptrend here on the 15-minute time frame here. Um, so as you guys are up and on, let me know where you guys are watching me from. Yeah, so let me know what pairs you guys are currently looking at this morning. And let me know where you guys are watching me from as you guys are hopping on. Right. Let's see. USD. Um, I'm currently in this trade as well. Since we view your session for a buy, uh, I'm anticipating that price is going to come back to this zone here and to hit my take profit, and then we'll be out of the trade. So um, let's look at other pairs here this morning. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. So looking at Euro JPY here, as you guys can see, um, I actually have the 200 EMA here. This is the 200 EMA that you guys are looking at. So what I'm actually looking for, looking at Euro JPY here, is that I'm actually looking for this. So I'm actually looking for price to once price get to this zone here. As price get to this zone here, then can get in this trade for a sell because it looks like price is gonna sell, and then you can have, you know, however how many pips you're looking for, 10 pips, 15 pips, 20 pips. But looking at this right now in the 15-minute time frame, so we're gonna have sales below this zone here, and then we're gonna have buys, potential buys above this zone here. But if we have a reversal, if price should break this zone again, then we could see price potentially getting back to this zone here. So if that's going to be the case, once price breaks above this zone, then we just wait for a retest, and then we just get in a buy for the retest. After the retest, we can get in a buy and just have 10, 15, 20 pips right here. And the same thing for the sells here. Once we have a break below this zone, then you can, you know, you wait for a retest, and then you get in after the retest for the sell, and you have your 10, 15, 20 pips. So that's what I'm looking at for Euro JPY. Okay, nice. I'm a BTC. You're watching me from UK. That's good. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Euro JPY. Sells or buys. Let's take a look at CAD JPY. Oh, GBP JPY. Okay. All right. Now looking at GBP JPY. So you can see that we have price below the 200 EMA here, and this is actually the 50 EMA here. So what we're waiting on right now is for a retest. So we're waiting for a retest. We might get a retest and we might not get the retest. Let's go to the smaller time frame here. Okay, here on the smaller time frame, the 5-minute time frame, we can clearly see that we had a break here on the lower time frame, and price retested the same zone again. This would have been a great entry right here, especially here, this bearish candle here. So, and we have another zone right here, a take profit zone right here. So we're just gonna wait and see what GBP JPY is gonna do here on the smaller time frame, here on the 5-minute time frame. But GBP JPY is clearly on the downtrend. Let's take a look at JPY. Let's go here to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so looking here at CAD JPY, if we go to the 5 minute time frame here, you can see that price is currently in a downtrend. But before we get in this sale, we can see that here on the 5 minute time frame, price already broke this support zone, and then we have a zone here. We have our low here. Price came back down, and then we had a push to the upside. Now price is trying to come back, but remember, before you get in for this CAD JPY, remember there is a zone here. Now if price should break below this zone here, looking at the 5 minute time frame, then you can get in for a buy right here. So I mean for a sell right here. So we'll be on the lookout for that for CAD JPY for sales if we have a break below this previous low here to the left hand side. So, we'll see how that plays out. Oh man. Okay. Change this to 20 real quick. All right, GBP USD is currently selling as well. Currently the downtrend. If we switch over here to the 5 minute time frame here. So now we can see that GBP USD, we're currently in a downtrend, looking at this in a 5 minute time frame here, but we have a zone right here, and we have a zone, another zone right here. So let me change the settings real quick. Looks like, so, all right, so looking at GBP USD here, so we can see we having a pullback right now, so we're gonna wait for this pullback, and then once price starts pushing back to the downside, then we can get in the trade, and we'll have a TP for 10, 15, 20 pips, however how many pips we want to target. But GBP USD, we're currently in a downtrend here. GBP USD is selling. So looking at Euro USD, sometimes Euro USD and GBP USD sometimes they correlate. So if, for example, so if Euro USD is buying, GBP USD should be buying as well. But majority of the time, that's usually what happens. So I'll say about 70 to 80%. But looking at both pairs right now, you can clearly see that that's not happening currently right now. So Euro USD is in an uptrend, and GBP USD is actually in a downtrend. So I'm actually going to be looking at this GBP USD. I'm going to be monitoring this pair closely. Let's take a look at USD CAD. USD pairs has been a pain in my ass. Excuse my language, guys, this week. So looking at Euro USD here on the let's go to the 15-minute time frame here. So looking at USD CAD here, we're going to have buys above 1.23150. Once we have a break and retest, we get in after the retest for a buy. So you can so if you're on the 15-minute time frame, we can always confirm uh, what direction the market is going by looking at the 5-minute time frame as well and the higher time frame. So what we'll be looking for if we want to get in on the 15-minute time frame, so we can go to the 5-minute time frame to look for pullbacks. So once we have that pullback, after the pullback, you can actually get in the trade either for a buy or for a sell. You can choose to get in that trade on the 5-minute time frame, or you can choose to get in the trade on the 15-minute time frame, but only after we have a pullback, either for buys or for a sell. But sometimes if you're waiting for a pullback as well, you might be getting in the trade too late. So that's why it's also good to always confirm with the a higher time frame to determine what direction the market is actually heading towards. And that's what we're going to be doing here this morning as well. Let me actually show you guys an example. So if we go here to GBP USD, looking at the 15-minute time frame, looks like we're just about to have a pullback. Um, if this candle closes bullish, but if we go to the 5-minute time frame here, we can see they're looking at the 5-minute time frame here on GBP USD. We had the break below support, pull back to the support zone, then price came back. We had a push down back to the downside. Now we're having another pullback. So we're going to see if this pullback here, if price is going to come back and actually retest the support zone, or touch the 20 EMA, or maybe even the 50 EMA. So now we just are waiting. We don't have a good entry right now. So we're just waiting to see what's going to happen right here. And if we go to the 1 hour time frame in this case, we can see that price is clearly below the support zone. Price is potentially heading towards this zone, and who knows, maybe to this zone as well, looking at the 1 hour time frame. So now we clearly know that price is in a downtrend now. So now we're just waiting for entry. That's what we're waiting for now. So it's just a waiting game now. Yeah, this trade ends in the USD. Been in this trade since London session, like I told you guys earlier. So, but we're currently in profit. Um, Euro USD, let's see what that's doing. And we're currently in profit with Euro USD also. I'm anticipating that price will go. My target is for 20 pips, but I'm anticipating price should get back to this zone here. So that's what I'm actually anticipating right now at the moment. And you guys can also see that, just to confirm this trend here, looking at Euro USD, um, let's do something. We can simply just add a trend line, and we can clearly see that we are absolutely on the downtrend. We just marked this trend line here on the 30-minute time frame, so we can see that we're clearly in an uptrend. So let's take a look at NZD-JPY here. NZD-JPY is still consolidating here, so we're going to have uh, buys above this zone and sells below this zone. Break and retest, getting for a buy, break and retest, getting for a sell. But we always make sure you confirm on the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame. Then if you want to scalp on the 15-minute time frame, confirm also on the 5-minute time frame for retest. You're only looking for retest on the lower time frame if you want to scalp on the 15-minute time frame. Once you have your retest, then you can get in on the 5-minute time frame or get in on the 15-minute time frame. NZD-JPY is actually still consolidating right now. Let's take a look at gold. Oh, okay. Now looking at gold, we're clearly in an uptrend. So we need price to push back up to the upside here. Then we can scalp this up until this zone here. Let's see how many pips this is. Let's take a look. You can scalp this. For, that's about 66 pips right here. So we'll see. Because price looks like price is potentially heading back to the upside here. Well, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Now looking at the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price just rejected this zone here. So now we can see that we don't have a good entry anymore right now looking at gold. And looking at the lower time frame here, we can see the price actually pulled back. So we have a rejection here at the 20 EMA now. So we just need to wait and see what price is going to do before we get in. So you can choose to wait until price breaks above this high. Yeah, so you can wait until price breaks above this high, and then you can get in gold and get you like 60 pips. Um, but looking at this, I'm only looking for buys right now, looking at gold. Only looking for buys. Looking at AUD USD here, we're gonna have potential buys above this zone here, potential sells below this zone here. So that's what we're looking at for AUD USD. Yeah, so so now we're just waiting on this retest here, looking at GBP USD. Let's take a look at GBP JPY. That's what we're waiting on GBP, JPY as well. So once price start pushing back to the downside again, then we can actually um, get in this trade for a sell. What pairs are you guys looking at this morning? Um, so there's nothing really going on in the markets right now. We don't have good entries. So, but I'm closely watching excuse me, GBP USD and GBP JPY, GBP JPY, and let's go take a look at gold. And I'm closely watching gold as well. So those are the pairs I'm currently watching, and possibly Euro JPY, possibly Euro JPY as well. So whichever pairs among all these pairs gives me the setup that I'm looking for, then that's the pair I'm actually gonna get into. So, but we'll see how this goes. look at GWE here on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, GWE created another low here. So we'll see if the hi Darwin, you're from Bulgaria. Okay. Thank you for being here. First time here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Darren Spencer. So, for CAD JPY currently, except if anything changes, I'm only looking for sales. So, that's what I'm actually looking for. Um, hold on, guys. Someone just sent me to look at your chart. Let's see. Good job, good job, good job, good job. You had a very good entry right here on the 5 minute time frame. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you have your take profit here, right here, the next resistance zone, which is what I would have done as well. But we're just having a pullback currently right now. So, but for those of us that are actually not in, that missed these entries right here on gold. So now, we just gotta wait because now we're having a pullback. So we just gotta wait for price to, for us to have, excuse me, for us to have a push back to the upside. Then we can get in, for that trade. And I showed you guys how many pips that's gonna be. That's gonna be about 60 pips. Let's go take a look at gold. Uh, Yeah, so that was the 5 minute chart. So now we're looking at the 5 minute chart here. You can see that we having a pullback right now. So price might actually come back and hopefully just retest the 50 EMA here. And then once that price pushing back to the upside, then you can actually get in the trade, or you wait until price breaks above this because gold actually moves funny. Gold moves funny. So I'll actually suggest you wait for price to be above this previous high right here, price to be above this previous high here, then you can just get in the trade, and that should give you about 60 pips. Yeah, 60 pips right there. So um, that's my analysis on gold, but currently we're in an uptrend. And if we go to the higher time frame, like I showed you guys earlier, so if we go to the higher time frame, in this case, the 1 hour time frame, we can see, you guys can clearly see the rejection here on the 1 hour time frame, looking at gold. So we just gonna wait for price to for us to have a pushback up to the upside. Then we have a zone here for take profit, and you have another zone here for take profit too that price could potentially get to. So, okay, looking at GBP JPY here on the 5 minute time frame. So looks like price now. We had a pullback back to the 20 EMA. This is our 20 EMA here. So now sellers are trying to, as you guys can see, we have the wick right here. The wick just touched the 20 EMA. So now what we're seeing here now is that sellers are trying to push this thing back to the downside. So let's see if they're actually going to succeed. So buyers came in for a minute. So let's see if this, excuse me, let's see if the sellers are actually going to succeed here. Let's see if they're actually going to succeed. Uh, let's look at GBP USD. Um, the same thing with GBP USD price broke support, now came back, pulled back to the previous support zone. Now sellers are trying to push this thing back to the downside. So we'll see if they're going to succeed here. The same thing here on the 15-minute time frame. They had a pullback back to the support zone. Sellers are really trying to push this thing back to the downside. So we're looking at GBP USD and GBP JPY for sales. So you guys can actually sell GBP JPY. So you can look here, looking for sales. Uh, let's wait for this candle to close. Just gonna target that big right there. See how that goes. All right. So since this 5 minute candle it didn't close bearish, so we're just gonna wait. That's official to answer your question. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and the 1 hour time frame. But lately, I've only been trading on the 5 minute and 15 minute time frame because I started a challenge last week. Um, Last week was good, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. This week hasn't been good, but no, trading, that's part of trading. All right, looks like buyers, they have the momentum right now, so we just gonna wait. So we're just gonna wait. So using the 20 and 50 EMA here, especially when you're scalping, we already have the first confirmation here. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, we have the price. We have 20 crossing the 50 EMA right here. That's our first confirmation. Now we're just waiting for entry. Waiting for entry. So now waiting for this pullback to be over. If this is truly going to be a downtrend, so what's going to happen after the pullback? We're just going to have a downtrend continuation, and what we're trying to make sure we do is that we catch that downtrend continuation. That's what we're trying to achieve here. And this is, you can call what we're doing right now, you can call it a break and retest strategy. That's what we're actually doing here now. We have a break. Now we're waiting to see how long this retest is going to last. If it's going to retest to the back to the previous support zone, or if we're just going to have uh, price. Look here on the 5 minute time frame. So you can see that we're just waiting to see if price is going to price is still currently at the 20 EMA right now here on the 5 minute time frame. So we don't know if price is going to actually break the 20 EMA and then we just have a retest back at the previous support zone, or even price might touch the 50 EMA and then we'll start to see our price pushing back down to the downside. So it's just a waiting game right now. Um, and the trades we're currently on right now, for those of you joining us now, currently on Euro USD uh, for a buy. I believe price is currently we're running Euro USD. Currently we're running 11 pips. So for those of you that took this trade, if you want to get out, you can get out for Euro USD, or you can take partial profits. You'll be amazed what 10 pips can do for you for your trading account in the long run. You can take partial profit and move price to entry if you want to, or just the trade let the trade run. Our target is 20 pips here, as you guys can see, risk to reward ratio 1 to 2. Uh, and also we on NZD USD for a buy. For this, we got in on the 15-minute time frame. We have 25 pips as our profit target. We're currently running, let's see how many pips are we running here on NZD USD. NZD USD, we're currently running 5 pips in profit. So I always tell people when you're scalping, once you have 10 pips running, just go ahead and take partial profits. You can move your stop loss to entry if you want, but if you don't, make sure you uh, take partial profit at least 50%. But you can take more than 50%. You can even take 90% partial profit, so that even if price reverses and hit your stop loss at entry price, even if you lose that trade, you won't lose as much. It's better than losing everything. So taking at least 90% profit is actually smarter. All right, so while we're waiting for the setup we're looking for, I'm gonna go ahead and do something real quick. I'll be back, guys. Bear with me. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah, so looking at GBP, JPY now, we're just looking for a good setup to get in. We don't have one yet, so it's just a waiting game currently. Look at GBP USD. Okay, okay. So sellers are trying to push this back to the downside. So let's see if they actually succeed. Let's take a look at gold as well while we're waiting. Let's take a look at gold. Okay, looking at gold here on the 5 minute time frame, we're starting to see a push back to the upside. So see, you can see price touching the 50 EMA here. We're testing the 50 EMA right over here. You can see we had a retest back to the 50 EMA there. This on the 15-minute time frame. So we're looking at this on the 15-minute time frame. We can see we had a retest back to the 20 EMA. So we can wait till price is above this zone here, this previous high right here, and then you can get in either on the 15-minute time frame or on the 5 minute time frame. That's your decision. What pairs are you guys looking at? All right, looking at GBP USD here on the higher time frame. We looking at this on the 1 hour time frame right now. We know we're clearly in a downtrend. So we're looking for setups entry here on the lower time frame. If you're watching from Philippines, welcome, welcome. Hi Briggs, how you doing? How you doing, Jack? Oh, thank you for watching my strategy, Briggs. So Jack, for gold, I think gold is on a buy. So gold is in an uptrend. We're just waiting on the setup right now, waiting for an entry. Uh, so this is gold right here. Looking at gold on the 5 minute time frame here, we can see that we had a pullback back to the 50 EMA. Actually, now gold is actually buyers are trying to push this thing back to the upside. So we have a previous high. Looking at gold here, we have a previous high here. So I actually recommend that you wait for price to be above the previous high, and then you can get in above the previous high for your buys, and you're gonna have potentially 60 pips. Yeah, about 60 pips right here for gold. So that's what I'm looking at for gold buys. GBP JPY buyers keep winning. It's a tug of war between sellers and buyers right now, but they're currently winning. Huh. That's what I like to call it. I like to call it tug of war. So buyers are currently winning. We don't have good entries yet to get in for a sell. Euro JPY, I'm actually only looking for buys. This in the 5 minute time frame here. We have the cross. Now we're waiting to see if this is truly an uptrend. Um, we got a previous high over here. So we need to see if price is actually going to close above this previous high. That's going to confirm our uptrend continuation. And we can get in this thing for a buy. If you want to get in for Euro JPY, and we should be able to get 20 pips off of this. Yeah, let's get 20 pips right there, or even 25 pips. Nah, 20 pips. Let's get you 20 pips right there. risk to reward ratio 1 to 2. If we go to the higher time frame here, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, can clearly see that Euro JPY is currently in no trade zone, even though we had a rejection multiple times here on the 50 EMA. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we had rejections right there here on the 1 hour time frame. So we kind of know that, okay, price is trying to push back to the upside, but now we in a no trade zone. So price is actually ranging right here. So we need price to break this previous high right here on the lower time frame for us to have this buy continuation. Looking at our Euro JPY, that's for Euro JPY right there. So we just need price to break these previous highs. Then we'll have a buy continuation. And for sales, need sales to break this previous low, and you can get in for a sell. Uh, do I have a lesson? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Click on any of the Telegram link down below in the description, and you can reach out to me or reach out to me on my Instagram. Reach out to me on my Instagram. Well, you guys can actually sell GBP USD. You can sell GBP USD, and the red bold numbers, that's your stop loss. Take profit right here. But remember, 10, 15, 10 to 15 pips. Start trailing your stop loss. Move, take partial profit, and start trailing your stop loss. See. So we're just gonna target 20 pips, guys. 20 pips. You lost your savings again trading? See. We have a very tight stop loss here for GBP USD. If we hit our stop loss, that's fine. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. So we've been on this live for almost 2 hours now. Uh, there's really no decent trade setups at the moment. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But before I do, so looking at GBP USD for sell, pay attention to that. We actually on this, we're actually in this trade GBP USD for a sell, GBP JPY. Um, my opinion for GBP JPY is also sells. Looking for entry on this. What else? Euro JPY. My opinion, my recommendation is actually buys for Euro JPY above this previous high right here at 132.424, and for sales below 132.166. Pay attention to those zones if you trade Euro JPY. And for gold, I'm still looking at buys for gold. I'm not looking for sales right now. If you trade in gold, if you trade gold, you can get in for buy at 1788.030. And for sales, you can get in for sales right here, 1772.166 for sales. But I'm currently only looking for buys for gold. I'm not looking for sales, except if the setup changes, then I might be looking for sales. Um, so that's it for today, guys. So I won't be going on live tomorrow because I'm gonna be going out of town, and I won't be back until maybe Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure yet. But if I can't go live on Monday, then I'll definitely see you guys on Tuesday. So, guys, thank you guys for hopping on my live today. I'll see you guys in my next live.